Greetings everyone, Barrett here with Hammerhead Model Making, and we're back with another 5-minute review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Academy 148 scale F4F-4 Wildcat. This is a kit that kind of took me by surprise when it was released. I wasn't expecting it, and having come out so soon after Edward had released their kit, I was kind of curious to see what this kit was all about. And I think overall my impression is that the Academy kit can stand on its own merits and its own accolades. And obviously the comparisons will be made, but it is its own kit. And right from the start here, we can take a look at the actual surface detail of the kit, and we have a combination of recessed panel lines, recessed rivets, and raised rivets where appropriate, where it makes sense on the Wildcat, because the Wildcat did have a combination of all those things. And the surface detail is very sharp, very crisp, and the panel lines might be a little deep, but the rest, like the riveting detail and everything else, is just the right level, I think. Here you have some of the fabric effect on the rudder. Might be a little overdone, but nevertheless, it looks nice and will probably get toned down a little bit after a coat of paint. But I think Academy has a very nice kit here. All the parts are nicely detailed, appropriately detailed. You'll notice here that because this is the -4, the F4F-4, it does have the folding wings, and Academy does give you the option for doing the folding wings. You have a single piece engine cowl here, so some slide molding technology going on here, and it looks really nice. A couple other pieces. This piece sits behind the main canopy, so you have an open version or a closed version. Here you can see the firewall with the chain and gear mechanism for lowering and raising the landing gear, drop tanks, the cockpit floor, wheels, bulkhead, and the inner portion of the wings, the ailerons, and the elevators and horizontal stabilizers. It is unfortunate the horizontal stabilizers and the rudder, the elevator are one piece. It would be nice if those were separate, because you do get separate ailerons, separate rudders, but it is what it is. Internal parts here looking pretty nice. The internal parts of the wing, where the wing fold would open up, looks good. The seat's a little chunky, but I think that's a nitpick. You do get a set of poly caps there. Clear parts are pretty nice. There's a little distortion on the most curved parts, but everything else is pretty sharp and clear. Even the front windscreen, despite having a little bit of warpage, is still pretty nice. The framing is very, very crisp, very clean, very nice definition. There is a small mold line on the gun sight, which is unfortunate. So if that's going to bother you, definitely want to replace that. But everything else looks really nice. By way of clear parts, you do get a very small photo etch that it consists of seatbelts for the pilot. Seatbelts for the pilot seat, and another part for the seat as well. Decals are a little thick on the glossy side. Looks like these are printed in-house for Academy. I know at one point they were using cartograph decals, but that does not appear to be the case anymore. So I haven't used these decals. I can't tell you how well they are, but they do seem a little thick. And you also get a set of pre-cut canopy masks and wheel masks, which is always a nice inclusion. So I think overall, what Academy has going in this boxing, because it's roughly around the same price, maybe slightly cheaper than the Edward Profi Pack F4F. The fact that you get canopy masks, you get the wing fold set out of the box, which Edward does not offer. You get a small amount of photo etch for the seatbelts, and honestly, I think that should be the bare minimum. Photo etch seatbelts is always a welcome thing. You do get multiple options for markings, including Thatch and McCluskey as well. So some no-name pilots there, which is nice. And I think this is actually a decent looking kit. And I think Academy has been doing a good job of essentially upping their game over the last few years. The A10 is one that I'm particularly excited to work on. I'll be doing that one a little bit later this year. This is another one that I definitely think I want to add to my collection, just to have the build experience for it. But yeah, I definitely would recommend this kit. I think it looks really nice out of the box. Will probably build up to a very nice, attractive Wildcat. And so yeah, a huge shout out to Emros Hobby Shop for lending us this kit for the review. You can check out their website. Their link will be down in the information below. And finally, I would like to give a huge shout out to my patrons. I really appreciate them and their support. It helps me to bring this kind of content to you and make these types of videos. If you would like to consider supporting the channel, head on over to patreon.com. You can go ahead and join there. Also, like and subscribe if you aren't already. Thank you, everyone. Bye.